Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for Guardians of the Galaxy issue 1. Before I start talking about this issue, just want to give you guys a couple updates. Of course, I have Comic Uno episode 116, and that's the show where I review all the comics I've read this week in one show. And here are the exclusive comics. We got Mirror's Edge issue 2, Justice League United issue 14, I Hate Fairyland, Fairy Tales issue 1, Grim Fairy Tales issue 115, Robin Hood issue 15, Switch issue 1, The Twilight Children issue 1, A-Force issue 5, Batman Superman issue 25, Catwoman issue 45, Earth 2 Society issue 5, Marvel Zombies issue 4, Savior issue 7, Batman Superman, oh no, that's not it. We got Civil War issue 5, and Star Wars Shattered Empire issue 3. So if you want to go check out all those comic reviews, go to Comic Uno episode 116, which is annotated. But let's start talking about Guardians of the Galaxy issue 1. So, I was super excited to read this issue because, as you guys know, I am a super Kitty Pryde fan. She is my second favorite hero of all time. I think right there, Kitty's right there. I used to have another poster of her too, but yes, Kitty's right there. But anyways, I'm a big Kitty Pryde fan, and now she's the new Star-Lord, and I was like, you know, this is a new status quo that actually excites me, because Kitty's gone through a lot of different status quos over the year. She's gotten cosmic powers, she's gone to space, she's getting married, and now she's Star-Lord / Star-Lady. They're calling her Star-Lord here, so call her Star-Lord. But yeah, so she's gone through a lot, but I feel, and this has all been done by Bendis, but I feel like Bendis has handled it really well. As a Kitty Pryde fan, yeah, they're new status quos, but they make her a better character and making her have some fun adventures. So I could totally accept these status quos if it's a positive for the character. But let's start talking about the cover. I like the cover. I'm not a big fan of this style of artwork. Really, you know, I'm just not a big fan of it. Just a lot of lines, so, but it's not the artwork that we get to see in the comic, so it's not the same artwork. But let's start talking about the art in the comic. I like the art in the comic a lot. It's really bright, like the action, love the detail. When it's zoomed out the camera, though, I kind of wish there was a little bit more detail in the facial expressions, but overall, really good artwork. Really like it. And then even like the eyes we get to see here. Love the expressions, so good artwork. Let's see what's going on with the story, though. So with this issue, again, 8 months have passed since Secret Wars, so things are different. But not like, I mean, there's major differences, but at the same time, all the personalities are pretty much the same. So we have the added additions of Kitty joining the team officially, being Star-Lord, and we're like, oh, how did this happen? We still don't really know how it happened, but she's Star-Lord, she took the name. Hopefully we get to see an issue of, like, when she took the name, or explain that. I would like to see that. The Thing has officially joined the team. He's always loved space, he always wanted to deal with space, and now he finally can. And then we have Peter, who is the new Spartac's king, and he hates his job, but he has to do it. And now Guardians actually need help from Peter, even though they're all pretty much angry at him. Kitty, you know, they're still engaged, but you could tell that they have some tension. But they have to go there because they have this thing they got from one of these aliens, and they have to figure out what's in it. And they're like, well, we can't open it on the ship. How about if it blows up? So they go to Peter, and they ask, hey, can you help us with this thing? We need help. And then there's this big action scene in the end where Gamora lands and says, oh, you know, I tried to help. And then we have the ending of Hala being, you know, crashing there too. So that's pretty much what's happening. But yeah, there's a lot of action. And I thought this was a really, really good setup issue. You know, talking about it, Kitty I thought was really awesome as Star-Lord. She meshes really well with the team. And I love the phasing scene, as I was talking to a lot of people on Frontline group me about it, and they, you know, they love the phasing scene also, and they're like, Kat, you have to read it. And I really liked it because it proves a lot of things about Kitty and her character. First of all, when we're first introduced to Kitty Pryde back way when in Uncanny X-Men, she was a dancer. That's how, you know, she she was introduced to her mutant powers, she went to dance, and then she's like, oh shit, I have a really bad headache, and she became a mutant. But, you know, she was, kind of a ballerina back then, so it's kind of cool the way that she dances in her fight here. I want to show a good scene. Here's a good scene of that. And then also using something about Kitty Pryde, she can phase through technology and make it blow up. So that's exactly what she does in that last page. She phases through technology. And then Venom makes a really good point. He says, oh, you know, I didn't know Kitty could do that. And Rocket's like, yeah, she can. And he's like, oh, well, how does she not phase through her clothes? And he says, well, you know, we don't question that because, well, you have a goo alien on you and we don't question that. So don't question Kitty. So I enjoyed that scene. The one nitpick I have of the scene, though, I kind of wish they zoomed in a bit more. I wanted to see more of Kitty, like, going through the technology. Because over here it's just a red streak. You don't really get to see Kitty herself go through it. Like, you know it's Kitty because they mentioned it. But, I guess I just wanted another angle of it. Like, I wanted to see Kitty, like, really phase through it. Like, you got the gist of it, but I wanted to really see it. So that was my little complaint about it. But yeah, I love the chemistry between the team, especially Rocket and Drax, like, totally supporting Kitty. I love that. But then also the Star-Lord things are really interesting too, that he's a king, but like what really put him in that position that he left the Guardians? And then you have that big cliffhanger, Gamora just crashing in. So it's a really good setup issue, great chemistry. I think Ben's a great addition to the team also. But yeah, I really enjoyed it and it makes me excited to read more Guardians. You know, the last volume I think had a lot of dips until after Black Vortex. It got really good, and I think we're going in the right track of Guardians. They finally have a direction the series is going in, because in the beginning of that last volume and in the middle of it, there wasn't a true direction until Black Vortex. Now we're finally getting that direction. So Guardians of the Galaxy issue 1 gets a solid 4 stars from me, and I can't wait to read more of this series. So hope you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Don't forget to like my Facebook page. Also, description below, there's links from my comic book, Like Father Like Daughter. And don't forget to like the Facebook page of Like Father Like Daughter. I'll see you guys later. Bye.